Pasekite temeron. Kalos? Kalista? Kakos?
Metrios.
Metrios. Kalos. Nun, ara ekite erotemata. Thoe, ara ekes erotema?
Yes, I don't know if some of these have previously been answered.
Pola erotema? Pola erotemata? Many questions?
Oh, yes, okay.
Panta erotemata. All the questions. Kalos,
Yes.
thoe, te esta.
Okay, so these might have been answered, I'm not sure. Dunatai is in
Yes.
like the big chunk, yep.
She is, where is Dunatai? Where?
It's right before Aphrodite's name.
I'll line up.
Oh, there it is. Okay, Kalos, yes. Question, yes. What is it?
Yes.
What is it? Okay, it is, well, what do you think it is?
Guessing verb.
It is a verb, very good, okay, good.
And
It's
I
a
remember,
verb.
was dunaton or something like it's not possible?
Dunatai, very good, yes. Dunatos is an adjective, right? Very good, that we've seen before, okay? And dunatai, so you say this is a verb, so we're working backwards from the end, and what does that verb tell us? What does the ending tell us?
Primary ending,
Yep,
third person singular?
third person singular, very good, third person singular. But what is, there's an oddity about this particular verb, what is it?
I am not sure.
What is odd about that alpha? What do we normally see before
Epsilon.
a tau? We normally see an epsilon, right? This is a slightly odd verb, okay? Its stem ends in an alpha, okay? So we just attach the endings directly onto it, okay? So this is in a way an athematic verb, okay? Dunatai, and it means he, she, or it is able. Yuronome kai asie. Can you see the board and everything? Is that everything working?
Yes.
Okay, and you've got the text in front of you too? Talesta. All right. Te esta alo erotema. What is the other, does that answer your question?
Yeah, I mean,
Okay. Dunamai, dunasai, dunatai. So these are it's conjugated. We conjugate it just as we would any other verb, okay? Te esta alo erotema. What's the other question?
Okay, I don't know exactly where it is in the reading,
Yep.
but there's a word exapatan.
Ex apatao, right here. Ex apatan, that one right there.
Yes.
Kalos, yes. And
Yeah,
te
and I
esta te
was
erotema.
confused about the ending on that.
Yes, very good, very good. So this is ex apatao. Let's get this up. So. This is the verb ex apatao, okay? It is one of these, it is a contract verb, okay? And by contract verb, I mean it is a verb whose stem ends in a vowel, okay? And they come in three flavors, with an alpha, with an epsilon, or an omicron, right? And we've seen, for example, poieo is one of these, poieo, okay? And when we see it into text, it's these two vowels contract into poieo, right? Okay? And the same things here. This contracts, if we see it in the text, into an omega like the ex apato, right? So the stem ends in an alpha. It's a contract verb. And so when we add an infinitival ending onto it, okay, those vowels in the infinitival ending, which we normally see as an aim, which is in effect a combination, okay? It's actually a combination of an epsilon and then the iota nu, okay? Or epsilon. These two, epsilon becomes epsilon iota, okay? So when we add this epsilon nu ending on this, okay, so ta, and then this then contracts into an alpha, okay? So ex apaton, that's the infinitival ending for the alpha contract verbs. Right? Kalon erotima, very good question, okay? Excellent, okay? Te esta alo erotima. What's the other question? These are all excellent questions. Oh, so also while she's looking for her next question, you don't know me, where were you over the holiday? And do you have something to show us by any chance?
I'm sorry. Oh, wait. Yeah.
This will tell us where she was. Are you ready for this? I'm so excited.
Could
Here we
you
go.
push
I'm
the
gonna
whiteboard back?
record this so that we can see it for posterity.
Could you move the
We
window?
can't see her.
Because I can't see her.
She has gone out of the.
Oh.
No, like it's blocking
Well, I
part
didn't
of
know
the
she was
screen.
gone.
Oh, like
Right,
that.
right.
Oh, okay. All right, very good. Okay.
All right, she's back. You ready?
I'm ready. Where was she? Let's see if we can tell. Oh! Where was she?
Disney World.
Disney World, fantastic. I love it. I love the kind of the Christmas, the holiday version of this. Very good.
It was the Christmas part.
It was a Christmas, fantastic. All right, excellent. Thank you. All right, we are now suddenly plunged into the holiday spirit. Thank you, Yuronome. Did you have fun?
I did.
Okay. What rides did you ride?
What did we ride? We're not a big ride family.
Ah. Okay.
But we did Space Mountain, which was like Christmas themed, and Peter Pan's Flight.
Wow.
That might have actually been it. We rode a few at Epcot. We rode the Frozen ride.
Oh, yes. So have you seen Frozen 2?
Yes.
Okay. And?
I loved it.
Okay, good. All right, very good. Excellent. Was it as good as Frozen 1?
Yeah.
I personally liked it more than Frozen 1.
Wow, all right.
It gives like more backstory. It's kind of like the War of Arendelle, which is really cool.
That's fantastic. See, I haven't seen either one, so I'm like, I know, it's terrible. I know it's terrible.
Except for Star Wars.
Yeah,
I saw
it's terrible.
Like,
It's
the
terrible.
kids I named,
My daughters have watched,
yeah,
they
I've
can
definitely
sing
seen
all of the
sketches.
songs from all of the Disney movies, and I have fallen behind,
And Frozen
sadly.
2 is more
I have fallen behind. All right.
I didn't see
Okay,
her.
very good. So, thank you, Yuronome. That is just, we are super excited. Okay, next question.
Okay, there is,
What would we call those anyway? What is Yuronome wearing?
In Greek.
You know the word for ears? Come on, what is it?
Oh.
Ota, ta ota, right? She's wearing her nea ota, her new ears.
Greek.
Yes, kalos.
what is the Greek word for like mouse?
A mouse, that's a good question. I'm not sure. We should look it up. We should, as we say in the business, we will consult the relevant handbooks on this. Very good, yes. Okay, kalos, te esta. Erotima, what is the question?
At some point in the middle of the giant paragraph, it
Yes.
says, Nyctheni,
Ah,
and I think it's an infinitive,
it is.
but I don't know
it
what
is.
infinitive it is.
Yes, okay, very good. Excellent, good question. There are, for Thoe's sake, and Geronome and Basi, there are a few typos in this, okay? So we've got a bad accent here and there, and in this verb right here, soon, make nunai, there's a mistake in that. There shouldn't be a new in there, okay? It should be just soon, make nunai, okay, which is an infinitive. That's an infinitive. So miktheni is is related, let me tell you right now, it is related, right here. This word is related to this word. And who wants to come up with how that might happen? What might the relationship of this be to this? Did you see that? The relationship of sum make numa, which is an athematic vowel, or verb, and miktheinai. The ending. The ending is definitely, okay, nunai is the infinitival ending. What's the theinai ending? Who wants to puzzle this out? We can do it collectively. What do you think?
We learned Faye is the future heiress.
Okay, well, it is in the future, but this is the aorist passive ending. It's the tense marker of the aorist passive, so they. And we've got nigh here, right? Which is what? We got soon make new nigh, right? So what is that?
Isn't it like the middle passive infinitive?
Okay, all right, so it's not the middle passive infinitive, but it is an infinitival ending. It's the athematic ending, okay? So for example, we see it, for example, in what is the infinitive of the verb to be? Einai, very good. Einai, okay? So there's the nigh ending, okay? This is the infinitival ending for athematic verbs, right? Nigh. Okay, so we've got theinai, right? Okay. All right, so what do we got? What have we got left? We've got the mik, right? And in the other one, we've got the, if we take the preverb off, okay, then we've got make. What's going on? What do we got? What do we have? What is that?
Perfect passive?
No, because this, right? This tells us what? The Faye tells us what?
Aorist passive.
It's an aorist passive, right? It's an aorist passive. So what we have, so how can we go from this to this? What's happened?
Is it a different tense?
No, but remember what kind of aorist involves a change in the stem?
The aorist future.
Okay, no, we know that it's aorist passive, okay, and we know that it's the nigh ending, so it's an infinitive, okay. It does not have a temporal augment, right? Okay, so it's not indicative. It's an infinitive. It's the infinitive, okay. But what happens? So, for example, lambano. We call lambano. What are the principal parts of lambano? Lambano, lipsomai, right? Elevon, okay? And what do we call this aorist, that form of aorist?
Secondary aorist.
It's the second aorist, right? Because the stem changes. It goes from lamban, right, to lab. Okay? So what's the difference between this and this? We have a stem change, right? The stem change. And the stem change is the vowel. The vowel goes from an epsilon iota to just an iota, okay? And the underlying form of this, okay, is mig, okay? And why is it now miktheinai? Well, what happens is that when we add our tense indicator, these two, the gamma and the theta, the gamma has to change from an unaspirated to an unaspirated form because it's followed by an aspirated theta, right? Okay. So it is the aorist passive of make pneuma, okay? Have been, to have been joined. Okay. All right, excellent question. Does everybody see what's going on there?
Wait, so you said it's the passive aorist? I'm sorry, I'm still confused.
Okay, so we've got this verb. Did anybody see, by any chance, in the New York Times this weekend about the Thesaurus Linguae Latinae? About this lexicon that they've been working on since 18-something, when was it, 1880 or 1890? 1890 or something like that. They hope to complete it by 2050. Okay. It's a lexicon of Latin. Okay. So on the topic of lexicon, okay, so we've got this, oh, I'm running out of blue. I've got to order Santa. It's going to have to bring me some new markers. Okay, so make pneuma. Okay, make pneuma. This is the verb that we see in soon. Make new nine. Okay. So this is the verb, okay? The underlying verb. We take off our preverb, right? Assume, and we're left with this, and we take off our infinitival ending, and we put our regular first person singular ending for the athematic verbs, and this is what we would look up in the lexicon. Make pneuma, and it means to mix. In fact, the word mix is related to this, okay? This is exactly the word that we're talking about, okay? Make pneuma. Okay, and we've just learned that in the aorist, if we were to make the aorist passive of the first person singular, we would add a temporal augment. We've seen that the stem becomes mick, and the addition of this, nick thing, is I have been mixed. I have been joined together, the aorist passive. Okay. So does everybody, and we put this in our little lexicon, okay, so make pneuma, and the sixth principal part is going to be a mick thing. Kalos, euronome, erotima?
Could you turn the camera?
Oh my gosh, I'm sorry.
Oh, it's okay.
You have to speak up. I'm so sorry. Okay, there, how's that?
Oh, great.
Okay, good. A mick so this means I have been mixed. Okay, I've been joined together, and this is, remember that we're talking about, this has a sexual connotation, okay? To be joined together, to be mixed together in sexual intercourse. Okay, next question. We're on a roll. Asie kai euronome. Are ekete erotemata? Do you have questions?
No. Not at this moment.
Okay, all right, very good. Yes.
I do have more.
Yes, keep going, yes.
Okay, so like a line or so after that.
Yes.
It says Galesasa.
Galesasa right here?
Yes.
Very good, yes.
Okay, yeah, and so.
What is that?
Seems like an aorist, but.
It is. It
Yeah,
is
wasn't sure
very
what it
much
was.
an aorist. What makes you think it's an aorist?
The sigmas or sigma.
The sigma, yeah, okay.
And then the
sigma,
alpha.
Good. The sigma and the alpha, very good. Okay. So let's look at this. Galesasa. Okay, so what do we? So let's go through this thing. You see these. You see a sigma alpha, and you think to yourself, oh, that's got to be an aorist, right? Okay, very good. What else is going on in your mind as you're trying to figure out what this word is?
It's got the eta,
It's got the eta, yeah,
which
very
is like a
good.
lengthened form.
Very good,
Don't remember exactly what that does.
yeah. Well, we see it, for example, the contract verbs that we just talked about, like poieo, right? Poieo, the future is poieso, right? And the aorist is poiesa. Okay? So this phenomenon of the lengthening of the vowel, we see it all the time, okay? And what verb would this be from? Would be what?
That, I think, is what I was confused about.
Okay, well, it's gonna be an alpha, or an epsilon, or an omicron. Okay? Gel, right?
Wait, how did you get that?
Well, we know, okay, so this is a common phenomenon. You saw the eta, followed by the tense indicator, sigma for the aorist. We've seen that. So for example, in the verb poieo, poieso, and poiesa. And you are correctly thinking, what we've got here is an aorist, okay? Nice, but the question is, we know that the tense is aorist, but we've got to figure out what else is going on there, right? We've got to figure out what's going on there. Because normally, this aorist, so poieso would be the first person singular, right? But we've got a sa on the end of that. Okay, so what's up with that? Right, so we've got to figure that out. And we're also interested in what verb it could be, and we know that the contract verbs, their stems end in an alpha, epsilon, or an omega, or omicron, right? It's like poieo is an epsilon, so this is going to be gele, or gela, or gelo, right? And we can go to the lexicon and we can look it up. You've actually seen this verb before. Can you remember where you saw it?
When Abraham.
When he does this, and so what is that verb?
Laugh.
Yeah?
Gelao.
Gelao, yes. So it's an alpha. Gelao is what you would look up in the lexicon. Okay? So this is aorist. So let's look at these characteristics and let's try to figure out what's going on here. Keep going, Zoe.
Yeah, I didn't really know what to do with the second saw.
Yeah,
on the
okay.
end.
Okay. All right. So what else can we bring to bear on this question? Okay. We know that it's related to it's an aorist something, right? Okay. What else can we come up? What else do we know? What else can we bring to bear on this situation? Yeah.
I just have a question. How do you know based on the sigma that it's aorist and not future?
Because the sigma, the future, the sigma is a tense indicator, is followed by the regular thematic vowels, okay? Which would be an epsilon or an omicron, depending upon what comes after. But this alpha, the sigma alpha, that tells us we've got the aorist. Okay? That's a good question. What else, Zoe?
Not really sure anything else.
Well, what about the beginning of the word?
Not super sure.
There's
about
no
that.
temporal.
There's no temporal augment, right? So there's no eh. Okay, so we know that we're not dealing with the what?
Indicative.
The indicative. It's not an indicative, okay? It could be some other mood, okay? Or it could be some other use of this aorist stem, right? Okay, so let's look at this, okay? Let's look at in this context, okay? Let's just go from kai hedu gelesasa fa philomedes Aphrodite. And let's figure out in that little sub, because we know kai, right, is going to link a clause, okay, or a phrase. So let's look in this thing here and let's try to figure out what's going on there. What in this clause right here, because this is a fully functioning clause, what is the subject?
Aphrodite.
Aphrodite, okay, Aphrodite. And Philomedes means what?
Laughter loving.
Laughter loving. It's one of these Homeric epithets, right? Laughter loving Aphrodite, that's the subject, okay. Epe would be what?
says.
Yeah. So Aphrodite is the subject, so Epe is what?
She said.
She said, okay. What else is a little bit unusual about that?
Subjunctive?
It's subjunctive, very good. Excellent, Thoe, gold star. It's subjunctive. So she would say, okay, subjunctive, or would have said. So what would gelasasa possibly be? We know that it's not the verb because the verb is epe, right? We know that the subject is Aphrodite, which is feminine singular nominative, right? Yeah.
Could it be an adverb?
It could be an adverb, okay. Adverbs tend to be, what are the adverbial endings that we know?
Then.
Okay, so they are neuter, singular, or plural, right? Neuter, singular, plural. This alpha could possibly be an accusative plural, right? But we know that it's related to the verb gelao, right? Okay. Okay, what else? Metis knows the answer. Okay, we're just humoring her as she works through this. She's just waiting because she's got it already figured out. So what's going on here? What do you think this is? You don't know me? See? What do you think?
Would it be like she said it like through laughter or like laughing she said?
Laughing, she said. So if it were laughing, she said, what kind of word is laughing? Starts with a P.
Participle.
Participle. Okay, there we go. Participle. Okay, participle. So if this were participle and it modifies Aphrodite, right? So we know that the feminine singular nominative participial ending is sa. Okay, which is true. So gelesas, okay, gelesas is the masculine, okay, and then it goes antos, anta, kaitoloipa, and gelasan, okay, is the neuter, and sasa is the feminine ending. Gelesas, sasas, gelesasa, and gelesan are the participial endings. Everybody with me on that? You get it? Gelesasa. So she, having laughed, okay, having laughed, said. Now, what's hey do?
Isn't it pleasant?
Yes, so it is there you go, that is the adverb, okay? It is the neuter, singular, accusative or nominative of hedus, which is sweet, okay? Hedu. Hedus, heduia, hedu is the sweet. So that is the adverb. Sweetly, having sweetly laughed, laughter-loving Aphrodite said. Yeah.
I thought aorist participles had the accent at the end.
Second aorist do. First aorist do not. I mean, first aorists are just like the regular one. It's the second aorists that have the accent on the end. I may have misled you when we were talking about that. Kalos. Other questions? These are excellent questions.
Have we ever gone over all the participial endings for aorist and future?
The future
Future is
active,
the same as the present, right?
future active and the future middle passive are the same, okay? And the aorist middle has menos as well, with the exception that it has the alpha as the thematic vowel instead of an epsilon, okay, or instead of an omicron, right? Okay, but we haven't done, we think we have a little bit, we haven't done the aorist active endings, okay, which is what we're getting right now, okay? And the aorist passive endings, okay? So if we go back to our verb emikthane, okay, emikthane, remember we formed we take, actually they're very closely related, to make the participle, we take off our temporal augment, right, just like we did with this. And we've got mic, and that's our tense indicator, and it's going to be mic thais, thaisa, n. Thais, thaisa, then is going to be our endings, and this is going to be thais, thentos. Okay, so we've got the ntos ending just like we have in them. So it's very similar. Okay, the difference is that we've got the different thematic vowels, the thematic vowels, and we've got sort of the different tense indicators. But it's just like the other one. So thasa as in usa or asa. Okay, but the sa is going to be sa, se, san. Those are going to be the same. Okay, does that make sense?
I think so. Yes.
Okay, all right. Okay, we'll see some more.
I missed
Carlos.
what you said about the entos.
Okay, remember what is our, if we remember that when we form an active present participle, it's like adding to the end, to the stem, the participle of the verb to be. Right, you remember this? With me? And the participle of the verb for the verb to be is on, usa, on. In the nominative, right? And then it goes ontos, uses, ontos. Right? So that's, remember that? This is the ont, okay? This new tau is the participial ending, okay? So for example, gelesas, okay? Gelesas is the masculine singular nominative. The masculine genitive singular is going to be gelesa. There's our aorist system. Ntos. Gelesontos. So this new tau is the participial ending. Okay?
Just for the masculine or just
No.
Okay.
For remember that the masculine and neuter are third declension systems. Okay, and the feminine is alpha declension. Okay, gelesontos. So this could be the masculine or the neuter genitive. Okay, and if we have the mic thentos, okay, would be the masculine or the neuter genitive singular participle of the aorist passive. Okay. That new tau, that's you will recognize that as a feature of the masculine and neuter systems. All right, so one of the things about participles is that participles are everywhere, okay, and you will get very used to them, okay? So I don't want anybody to think, oh, you will get used to them, okay, because they are everywhere. All right, Carlos, other questions? You don't know me, Asiya, any questions?
No.
What is today? Today's Wednesday, right?
Tuesday.
Today's Tuesday. So we have one more class. What are we going to do? We're going to feel completely bereft, all right? We'll have to have get-togethers over the holiday, just so that, so that we maintain some sort of mental stability here. Okay, all right, so here we are. So are we out of questions, Thoe?
I think I'm good for now.
You're good for now? Okay, so let's go through this. We started to go through this. Let's go through this. Hutos un ho angelos tu kurinu et tu aranu elthon ton tu Abraham paida esosa. Okay? Metaphroson paraclometas.
Thus, therefore,
having come from the sky. Excellent.
Saved the son of Abraham.
Very good, Carlos. Erotemata, questions? Carlos. Kai zaphon ton logon peraton progonon eutesa calypso metaphrason.
And Zathon, having finished
Uh-huh.
telling the story about the ancestors.
That's right. He and Zaphon finished, okay? Not having finished, but finished. It's just the aorist, simple aorist, finished the story about the forefathers, Kalos. Kutraios lege, nun de alon muthon periton theon ex heges thai bulomai. Krokopepla.
So now
Uh-huh.
I wish to tell another story about the gods.
Very good, excellent. Periton theon about the gods. Anaipote ein bukolos onomaster anchises, kai hemeron tina dia Aphroditein, kai glukun himeron ton boon e melesa. Kalos. How about Zuxo?
I'm having trouble with palai.
Palaipote ein.
So I'm guessing that's the verb.
No?
No.
No, the verb is ain.
Okay.
That's the imperfect of the verb to be, right?
Mhm.
Everybody remember that? Let's go through the imperfect of the verb to be. Here we go. A or a. Oops. Okay. Esta. Ain. Okay. Amen. Oop. Amen. Eta. Asa. Okay, that's the imperfect of the verb to be. Okay. Okay, palai. This from paleontology has this. This is actually an adverb, palai. Paleontology begins with this. Palai means ancient or old, okay? So anciently, pota, sometime, ain, was.
Okay. So sometime.
So how would we say that in our, what's our idiom? Palai pota ain
Once
is
upon a time.
Once upon a time, very good. Palai pota ain, once upon a time, bukolos.
Mm.
Once upon a time, there was a bukolos.
Is that something about cows?
Yeah, something about a cow, right?
Cow herder?
A cowherd. There was a cowherd.
Cowherd.
Onomasta anchises.
Whose name was Arcus.
Anchises.
Archises.
Yeah.
And
Who's that? Who's that Anchises? Right? Who is that? Anchises, right? Who's Anchises? Aeneas' father, right? From the Aeneid. Who's read the Aeneid? Okay, very good. You don't know me? Ada? You haven't read the Aeneid? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I see visions of holiday reading. So yes, so this is Anchises, right? Anchises, right? Very good. Anchises by name. Keep going. Kai himeron tina.
and the day.
Yeah. Day. Tina. Himeron tina.
And this day.
Well, what is so himeron? Okay, so it means day, but what's its case?
Accusative singular.
Accusative singular, right? And the accusative, unit of time in the accusative means what?
Span of time.
Span of time, very good, okay? And now tina, what is that?
Not sure.
Okay, okay, so this is the interrogative. The interrogative pronoun is tis,
Mm.
tis and tit, okay? And these are third declension. Tis, tinos, for example. Okay, and this is the same form for both the masculine and the feminine. Okay, tis tinos. And and so this is the interrogative when it's got the accent, okay? Without the accent or the accent on the second syllable, like tina, okay, it's indefinite. It's the closest thing that we have to the article a in English. So one day, okay, or a day, okay? So one day, once upon a time, there was a cowherd by the name of Anchises. One day, dia Aphrodite,
Through Aphrodite.
because of Aphrodite, kai glukun himeron,
And in a small
not smell, what is glucose? What's that? Sugary, okay, glucose, sweet. Sweet himeron,
a sweet desire
sweet desire.
of the cow of
He
the,
was a melesa.
concerned for.
He was unconcerned for, okay? He was
Okay.
neglectful of the cows, kalos. Choris Athenes kai Artemidos kai Histies udes ton neton anthropon kai theon makaron dunatai fuge Aphrodite. Ampiro.
Okay. Except Athena and Artemis and Hestia, no one of men,
Of neton.
of mortal men,
Very good.
and blessed gods was
Uh-huh.
able.
Or is able, present
Oh,
tense.
okay. Is able to flee Aphrodite.
Right, very good. Is able to escape Aphrodite. Kalos. All right. We'll do one more sentence, okay? Otherwise we're out of time. Kai ektu terpekeranu hos megastos te esta, kai emorates megistes times, nun egaga. Euronome or asie, arabule, tuton logon metaphrazen. You wish to try that one?
We can try it.
Yes, try. That's the spirit.
And from,
Uh-huh.
that's the delighting thunder,
Yeah, the one who delights in thunder.
and from the one who delights in thunder.
And who would that be?
Zeus,
Very good, Carlos.
yes. Who is the largest?
Uh-huh. Who's the biggest?
Great.
That's right.
And receive as his portion
Yes, very good.
the largest
Uh-huh.
honor
Uh-huh. Of the biggest honor.
of the biggest honor.
Sounds like a certain president, right? Okay. All right. All the superlatives. Okay.
That's led is
Right.
the
Uh-huh. Is the verb, very good.
led his mind.
Led his mind. And who's the subject? Who's doing the leading?
Is Zeus doing the leading?
Well, no, it's from Zeus.
Yeah.
So who's doing the leading? Who is leading the mind from the one who delights in thunder, who is the biggest and who has a share of the biggest honor? Who has done that to him? Who, what is his noon? What is the noon? His mind, yeah. Who's done that? Who can take the mind from even the one who delights in thunder? Who might that be? Aphrodite, very good. Who, from the one who delights in thunder, who is the biggest and who has a portion of the biggest honor, she leads or takes his mind. Very good, very good. Kalos. All right, we're out of time, so we'll wrap this up tomorrow. Okay, excellent work. Thank you, Thoe, for coming back and giving us questions. Kalos. Great to see you. Thank you for bringing your ears, your
Yeah.
ota, and we will see you tomorrow. Okay?
All right, thanks, see you tomorrow.
Kalista. Kalista.